Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tales of the Abyss. I did a little bit of off-screen work since last time. I got Guy and Luke and everyone up to at least level 45, except Natalia. I didn't realize Natalia was only level 44, that's my bad, but she's rarely in combat anyway, so it's fine. Luke ended up at 46 just because he was so far ahead of everyone else, so my main goal was just have the 4 main cast here be at least level 45, and that's been accomplished. They also learned some new skills. Guy got a cool new AoE attack. Tyr got a cool new, like, mega healing circle. It's called Revitalization or something. It's like Healing Circle, but covers a lot more of the battlefield. And I think Jade got a new wind spell. I can't remember. Luke probably got something too. I just can't remember them. I really only paid attention to Tyr's mega healing, and Guy, because I play as Guy, I paid attention to his AoE attack, which I actually have set to up A, so you'll get to, or up B, I mean, you'll get to see it. But anyways, we're gonna go to the Absorption Gate and try and stop Van from doing crazy things. Now, I don't know where the Absorption Gate and the Radiation Gate are, but I assume, I actually realized this when I was, I had to go to Mount Roneal to grind up levels. And I kind of made this assumption when looking at the map when I was going back to Mount Roneal that there's a, kind of like a north and a south pole. There are islands at the very tip and bottom of the map. So I'm going to assume, we're going to go to the southern one first because it's closer. I'm going to assume that the Absorption Gate and the Radiation Gate, given the whole being one of each, and there are no other gates in the game, that one of the gates is at the tip of the map and one of the gates is at the bottom of the map. There's lightning storm going on here. That's not good. Oh, this has got to be one of the gates then. Is this radiation or absorption? Cannot land due to air turbulence. Unfort? Alright, well maybe this is the radiation gate then. It wants me to go to absorption gate. Can I, like, automatically jump the map by doing this? Yes, I can. Cool. Oh yeah, this is definitely it. It wants me to land here and walk in normally, I bet. So let's do that. If I can land anywhere here? Or maybe I do have to land inside it. Oh yeah, it does let me land here. Okay, so this must be the absorption gate. Sure enough. Oh, this is pretty cool. It's like Superman's Fortress of Solitude up in here. Alright guys, let's do this. Time to put an end to Van. Hopefully my levels are decent enough to do it. We didn't have too much trouble against the God General, so I think we're fine.
I feel a huge amount of phonons.
The Absorption Gate is one of the largest Sephiroth. It's part of what creates the planet storm.
You're staying here all alone, Noelle? Don't you get scared doing that every time?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. I'll stay here and pray for your safety. Please take care.
Thanks. We'll see you when we get back.
Alright, let's do this. Is it going to be straight to Van? Or this looks like a Gothic door, so it might be straight to Van. It certainly looks like it's going to be straight to Van. Oh, actually, no. It goes downward, so we're probably going to have a bit of a dungeon ahead of us. I accidentally stepped outside. Confronting Van. Jade, what's wrong? I was thinking about why Van might have chosen to settle things here at the Absorption Gate. Wouldn't it be so he could operate the passage ring? Yeah, that's what I thought too. If that were the case, then his work should have been finished back at Mount Roneal. So he wanted to prevent us from operating the passage ring here. That would be the most obvious reason. He has demonstrated very thorough planning, after all. I wonder why. What is this? This looks pretty interesting. I remember these.
My, is this the Absorption Gate? The planet storm is being sucked in. What's that sparkling stuff?
Memory particles. It's beautiful, like falling snow.
I remember these. You have to get orbs to fill in the smaller circles to match the big circles. So we need a cyan, a red, and a yellow. You can get those just by finding them on the ground or from monster kills, but the monster should have an image of it on their appearance. Right there's a green. I don't need green. I saw the red up there that I need. There are more fire things. This does not look like I should be able to climb up this, but what do I know? Get it, Mew. Come on. Depth perception is really difficult with this setup. Alright, here's one of the red ones I need. Very good. Got some red phonons. Return to the score, sure. I still need cyan and yellow, and it looks like I have different directions to go to get those. That is cut off by some fire, so I guess I have to finish a score before I can go through it. I didn't think I walked into this enemy, but apparently I did. This would be a good opportunity to see my level. You hear this music? I think this is a remix of the normal battle music, or some kind of battle music. It's not the opening theme, I don't think. But this definitely sounds like a remix of something. There's no way this is the end of the game, right? It feels like, with a song like this in the normal combat, it feels like they're really pushing for this to be the end of the game. Well, there's got to be more after this. Tales games never end when you think you're at the final boss. They always add on more. Plus, this is what? This is like part 101? Nah, this series should at least hit like 120 parts, I imagine.
You're weak. You're a hack. You're whack.
That was really good rhyming, guys. Good work. Extra props to Jade for saying, "You're whack." Tyr is in heels, right? There's no way that she should be able to walk up and down these pathways with the way that they're angled as easily as she is. I'm going to throw out Overlimit, because we're definitely going to have enough time to get it back up. I want to get the enemies to, like, draw in close to me so that I can hit them with Raising Phoenix, since it hits so many enemies. I got 2 at least. Or at least, I did more than just hitting a single enemy, is the main worry when I use Raising Phoenix. Get this thing out of here. Die, I say. So close to being dead. Come on, just go down. I know you're near death. You gotta be. Turbulence. That was the move that Jade learned. Oh, here's my new one, by the way. Severing Wind. Really nice to hit a bunch of enemies when they've got me surrounded, which seems to be Guy's theme, sort of. Because Void Tempest does that, too. Like, he's got a couple of moves, or at least the moves of his that I use, that hit all the enemies around him. Or at least to an extent. It's not... Void Tempest doesn't often hit enemies to my left and right, I found. Specifically when I was grinding up levels, it didn't hit the things on my left and right very often. But it's definitely got more of a chance to do that than a move that just shoots forward. Here's the cyan one. Anyways, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, it doesn't seem like Tyr's wearing heels, so it seems like she shouldn't be able to climb up these very effectively. Frankly, even if you're wearing normal shoes, it doesn't seem like you should be able to climb, or I guess not really climb. You shouldn't be able to walk up and down these very easily, is what I'm trying to say. I'm glad that I just get to return to the score every time I get the thing I need. Alright, from the left. I need blue first, then red, and then yellow. Easy. The seal was broken and a lift of light was formed. Very good. Wait, a lift of light. Warp. Oh. Bye. I thought it would take out some of those fires. But apparently not. Okay.
What the?
Whoa. That was close.
The Outer Lands may be approaching their limit.
Let's hurry. We can't allow this world to end.
You know what this reminds me a lot of? And I think I've made this, I'm pretty sure I've made parallels between these two Tales games specifically a couple of times, because I remember when we got to Emperor Peony's city, that water capital, I made the same comparison that it reminded me of. But, Tales, this area really reminds me of one of the final areas in Tales of Graces. It might have actually been the final area, I can't remember exactly. But it had this exact same kind of layout where you were constantly going down. I think you even used portals to teleport back and forth. It's been a while since I played, so I can't remember exactly. But it looked a lot like this. And, you know, right now we're going downwards, kind of like to where the Planet Storm's core is, I guess, or where the Planet Storm starts with the Absorption Gate. Or it ends. It either ends or starts. I can't remember. And in that game, in Tales of Graces, we were going to the core of one of the planets, because there were 2 planets, the one that everyone was on, which was like a satellite of the original planet that had all gone wrong. I don't remember the names of the planets, otherwise it'd be a lot easier to explain. But I really get a lot of a Tales of Grace feel from this game, which isn't bad. I enjoyed Tales of Graces as well, and this game is definitely not like a clone of Tales of Graces, or it would be the other way around, because Abyss came out first. I think Abyss came out like maybe 2 games before Graces did, but they've definitely got some cool similarities. No need for little tricks. All these earthquakes. We must not have much time left. Oh no, really? We should be safe for a while. Van hasn't created his replicas yet. He probably isn't finished with his preparations. But that doesn't mean we can just stand around. No, this is Van after all. There's no telling what traps he may have set. Well, I don't think he's the type to resort to little tricks at this point. Why not? I've known him for a long time. That just doesn't seem like him. Huh. Well, let's get it over with. I don't like waiting like this. Yeah, I'm with you there. Alright then. Carefully and quickly. How far does this thing go, anyway? Well, since the planet storm ends here, it would have to go down at least as far as the bottom of the Outer Lands. The bottom of the Outer Lands. Depending on the location of the passage ring, we may have a long way ahead of us. Luke, don't forget to keep yourself healed. We have to proceed carefully. Carefully, yes, but also quickly. We don't have much time left. Yes. Carefully and quickly. That happens to be the name of this skit. What are the odds? What is this light door? Oh. You just go right through it. Music suddenly changed. Normally not a good sign. I like this memory phonon particle effect on the screen we got going on. What the heck is going on here? You know what? I know why this feels last dungeon-y. Because Tales of games always do that. They make you think you're at the final dungeon and you're going to the final battle, and then they're like, oh, plot twist, you got like 3 more dungeons to go, kiddo. That's exactly how the Tales of series works. I don't know why I thought otherwise. I mean, I didn't think otherwise. I knew that's how it would go, that they would be like, hey, this is going to be like a final dungeon, but I was saying earlier about how, man, this really does feel like the final dungeon. That's because it's always like that, Chaos. You should know by now. You've played enough Tales games. Did I just go in a big circle? Yeah, I did. Which path did I not? Oh, I gotta get to that light door right there. Which is right through here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. How'd I miss this? Music changes depending on what area you're in. It actually just sounds like a less intense version of the same music track. Hello, chest. Looks like I can't go further this way. What happens when I can't press A on the fire or anything? It just invisible walls you. Okay. I was wondering if something fancy would happen or not. I'm pretty comfortable with my level, so I'm not super worried about trying to fight every enemy we come across or anything similar. I mean, I'll fight a few, but I don't think I really need to worry about fighting enough enemies to get enough level ups or anything. We should be okay. So only in the more intense music area are there memory particles flowing down. That is interesting. You know what? I'll fight you. I haven't fought one of you yet. This is the enemy that breaks into 2, right? The top of it and the table, and there's... It said there were... Oh, yeah, there are 2 of them because it's counting the both of them. Because they haven't split apart yet. Okay, I get it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Light Spear Cannon. That sounds awesome. Get the bottom part first. I think the bottom part should have less HP. It's been a while. There you go. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's been a while since I fought these enemies, but, you know. Easiest block of my life. Let's go. Yeah, I feel really confident about our levels. I might even be a little too high-leveled. Severing Wind, boys. Yeah, this thing had a lot more HP. Holy cow, it never died. There we go.
You're no match for us.
Only 600 experience? Never again. Complete waste of time. Can't go that way.